Next stage, a man looking for trouble. What can you see beyond the darkness?
When you look beyond the darkness, tell me, what do you see? It's your boy T-I-N-Y to the P. Yeah, he's looking for trouble here on twitch.tv with Crash or Jade or Spyro or Leon Kennedy. Is there a new game to start? Is he doing some art? Maybe knowledge of an 80s children's show to impart? Cause he's pentiferous, vigorous, rigorous. He's damn vociferous. When arting or Mario Karting, he's straight carnivorous. Tiny Peter. Tiny Peter.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
With a great rate of save states debating his fate, Peter's greeted by emote of cheaters when people donate. Give him a or a and we'll build up the hype, and I'll struggle to read half the words that you type. So are you ready to go? Come on, what will it be? Are we gaming or painting or watching dated kids TV? Grab a bite, crack a sprite, dim the lights, sit tight, cause the stream's about to start and the mics sound right, boy. Tiny Peter. Tiny Peter.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Boy.
Hello, it's me. It's T-E-P. That was an extension of the E sound at the end of the word or letter T. It wasn't the letter E. It's not T-E-P, because now people are going to be wondering what the E stands for. It was T-E-P. Yeah. That's what...
Hello, Master Jedi Tiny Peter Austin.
Hello.
How are you? How was your weekend? It's Monday, my dudes, and it's Tiny Peter Austin stream time. Amazing job on the new Worst Games Ever episode.
Thank you.
Hope you are having an amazing day.
Hello. Thank you for your kind words and your bits, Stephen Skodes. Hey, a note to one and all. On the off chance any of you... I'm having to open... Hang on. Twitch. On the off chance anyone was thinking of cheering 300 bits or more today, if you... Apparently, Twitch... or Valorant, or there's something going on where they're going to cheer an extra 10% on top of all cheers 300 and up, as well as all power-ups, from now until tomorrow. So, you know, that's an option if you want, but no expectation or pressure, as always. Tiny Extra Peter, Tiny Peter, that would work actually, Mr. Black. I like that. Tiny Pete.
Yeah.
Oh!
Extra bits for Tiny Peter Austin.
Well...
TTJ Nerd Peter Slide.
Well, Stephen, that certainly wasn't targeted at you specifically, but thank you very much. Oh, and look, it even says it in the chat. Twitch, 30 bits. We added 30 bits to Stephen Skodes' cheer. The system works. Thank you very much, Stephen, for your 300, or essentially 330 bits. Be aware, everyone, apparently it only works with 300 and up, so don't necessarily send us 100 or 200 thinking that you're going to get the 10% if that's what you're doing it for, if you see what I mean. Obviously, 100 or 200 is always gratefully received, whether or not there's anything on top of it. But just to let you know, if you're doing it for the sake of getting in on this thing that they're doing, apparently has to be 300. So, you know, full disclosure, full terms and conditions apply. Right, hello, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you enjoyed Worst Games Ever, Stephen. I did as well. I thought it was a fun one. Terrible game though, really miserable to play actually, not fun at all, but hey, it was fun to make the video. Skip intro or skip _ intro, subscribed by Prime for 17 months on a 17-month streak. More Star Worms, indeed. Here we go, it's time for the Star Worms or Star Worms, whatever you like. I'm here to share with you my Star Worms knowledge, except will I be able to share any Star Wars knowledge with you today? Because we're playing a Star Wars game that I have never played properly. I played a few minutes of it on my console when I purchased this version of it on PS5, and then I realised, oh, you get to play as Jedi on foot in this game. I was like, this looks like it might be quite amusingly wonky, or maybe really good, but probably not. I think I even own a copy of this, but again, I've never played it. Do I? Star Wars. I do. The Clone Wars. Here we go. I own a copy, but I bought it many years after I had my PS2 hooked up to anything useful. I do actually now have my PS2 hooked up to my downstairs TV, but I'm not in the habit of playing it really these days. So this was bought in that period of time between me not really having easy access to a PS2 and now having easy access to a PS2 but not necessarily playing games on the regular. So I've never actually given it a go. And then they released it, if you'll just allow me to turn around and continue to present, even though you can't really hear me as well. Let me just stick that back on the shelf. They've released it on PS5. It's not remastered and certainly not remade. It's just the sort of up-resed thing that they've done with a few old games recently, like Toy Story, for example, came out. The PS1 version of Toy Story. It's being emulated effectively, I think, is what's going on behind the scenes. But it has been up-resed to a certain extent. So we will play it together and we'll see what happens, won't we? So I don't have any Star Wars knowledge about the game itself, having never experienced it fully. But hey, I'm sure I can tell you all sorts of fascinating facts about the Clone Wars. We'll see, won't we? There's a hype train incoming as well. Choo choo, it's leaving the station. Thank you to everyone contributing to that. So yes, skip intro, thank you very much. Stephen, thank you for your bits. And then thank you for your additional bits as well, Stephen. Death89 says full exposure. Yes, well, that's available on Patreon for $500. Praying Ocelot has subscribed for 12 months. Happy birthday to your subscription, Praying Ocelot. Thank you very much for sticking with us for a whole year. Hope everyone is having a good Monday. XOXO. We're on level 2 hype train already and 57% of the way there. People are getting very excited. That's all good. Thank you. Lovely to see all these subs coming in. Brooks Essentialist subbing via Prime there for 28 months. It's Tiny Peter time, just like in the simulations. Yes, someone else pointed out at the start of the stream, actually. I've got a working webcam now. Started working on, what day? It's Monday today. Thursday, I think it started working. Don't know why. Don't know what was wrong. Didn't specifically do anything to fix it, but here we are. It's okay now. I don't know if it was, maybe it was just, no, it can't have been loose because I saw the light was on. It just wasn't displaying anything. It seemed like a software issue. Anyway, who cares? I don't care. You certainly don't care about my software issues. We've got a webcam is the important thing. Right. Oh, Forgotten Media says coming between both Clone Wars TV series. Is that when this takes place? Okay, interesting. Right, Brooks Essentialist subscribed via Prime for 28 months. It's time. Oh, yeah, we've got that one, just like in the simulations. Thank you, Brooks Essentialist. Trillion Jones via Prime, 54 months. Wow, it's been a wee while since I resubbed on a TP stream. Hope nobody else has ruined their day by tripping over their iPad cable and landing really awkwardly on their big toe, so it's now all bruised and really painful cause it sucks. Trillion Jones, thoughts and prayers are with you from everyone in the Walrus clan. I speak for us all. I think I'm qualified to speak for every single one of us. Am I? I'm probably not the best person to speak for us all, given some of the sweary things I say from time to time. I swore at least 3 times on the joint stream with Ashton last week. That's now available on the VODs channel. ! VODs in the chat if you want to go and check that out. Me and Ashton playing naughty Jackbox Naughty Pack. It got very naughty. Steven Scott has gifted a sub to Cooley Wooly, taking Steven up to 1267 on his gift sub counter. Thank you very much, Steven, for that bonkers number. Right. That's about right. Ouch, people are saying in the chat. And get that person some Bacta. Yeah. Hope your toe's doing alright. Axel Allsop91 subbed. Hello, and hope everyone is having a good day, afternoon, or evening. I'm off to see The Empire Strikes Back at the cinema tonight, so this feels sort of apt. Subscribe for 4 months? Well, thank you very much indeed. And yes, well, this is the sort of tie-in game for the second film of the prequel trilogy, and you're off to see the second film of the original trilogy. So it's about as close as we can get in the world of prequels to the originals. There we go. I would love for you to speak for me, TP. Well, hey, I'm available for hire to speak to you either via Cameo or for you via Cameo. If you want me to deliver a message to a loved one or your boss or a stranger who you see every day on the train and you want to approach them. Imagine that. Imagine if there was someone you were admiring from afar and you thought, I want to like shoot my shot with that person, but I'm trying to work out the best way to do it. I know what I'll do. I'll get Peter Austin from TripleJump to record a cameo, and then tomorrow on the train, I'll just hold up my phone to that person. Hey, you don't know unless you try. It might work. Probably not. And hey, you can also get hold of me at thatpeteraustin@gmail.com for business inquiries only. So there you go. I will speak for you for money. Cool. TP, the best wing person. Yeah. Piss off would be the response, says Death89. I think you're probably right. And it would be fair. It would be a fair response. Right, Hype Train 77% with 30 seconds remaining. We're about to start the game now, I think. It's getting pretty warm in here. I don't know if I'm going to make it to the end of the stream. I might melt. But I'll tell you what, we'll enjoy it while we can. This scorching indoor temperature. It's not scorching outside, but the sun's been streaming in and it's very warm in this room. And hey, autumn is definitely approaching. Leaves are dropping down. The sun goes down at like an actual hour of the evening now rather than an hour of the night. It's happening. Fall is falling, as they say in America. I don't think they do. Hype Train was done there. Thank you to everyone who contributed to level 1 on the Hype Train. And hey, see important health and safety warnings in the PlayStation settings menu. Oh, there you go. It really is just an emulation. Can you tell by the incredibly grainy splash screens? It's not all. Don't worry, it's not all as grainy as this. Once we get into the kind of in-engine stuff, and these cutscenes have been slightly up-resed or upscaled because I've seen what the originals look like on PS2, and they are blurry as anything. Whereas these, all right, still very pixelated. You can see individual squares, but there's something going on anyway. Oh, pandemic. We're definitely going to get copyright struck on the VOD for this one, by the way.
Hey, Peter. I just got done with my first ever playthrough of Beyond Good and Evil.
Excellent.
Had a very fun time. Now I can get involved with the agonizing wait for the sequel too.
You can. I was thinking last night I can't remember why I was thinking about Beyond Good and Evil. Probably just think about it all the time, don't I? But no, it's been a little while since I thought about that game. I know what it was. I was thinking about the fact that Astrobot so far is my flipping game of the year. It's so good. I am really loving it. And I was like, oh, that's funny, isn't it? That, the year that I finally got at least some kind of nugget of Beyond Good and Evil, albeit not a proper sequel or prequel, but still a remaster. It's funny that hasn't ended up being my game of the year. And it then got me just thinking about the prequel, and I realised that we're only 2 years away, I think. 2017 it was. We're only 2 years away, 3 years away, in fact, 2.5, from the anniversary of them announcing Beyond Good and Evil 2. The 10-year anniversary it will be. How about that? Not only has it been however long since the original game came out, it's almost been 10 years since they announced Beyond Good and Evil 2 at E3. Shocking. We're never going to get it, are we? Anyway, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Chips Thompson's Thumbs. Thank you for the bits. Thank you very much indeed. Yeah, you had a very fun time. That's good to hear. Oops. Start. Right, we'll create a profile. Yeah, we're going to get copyright struck because should I put TEP from the start of the stream? I don't know why I said that, but now TEP. That's me. That does sound like it could be a clone's name, actually, from the Clone Wars show. This just fully has like bits of Star Wars music in it, and I'm not turning it off because we're not going to sit here in silence listening to Geonosians get killed or whatever. So, it's the main theme now. Limited ads on the VOD for this, I think. Hopefully that's all we'll get rather than an actual strike, because it's actually a very bad thing to get. Third person, sure. Can we turn subtitles on anywhere? Nah. Hey, it's 2000 and whatever, 2 or 3. Who cares about accessibility? Fine, whatever. Oh, codes. Can I put cheats in? Cheater Austin is ready. Multiplayer? Oh, I didn't know this game had multiplayer. Man. Wonder what that entails. Whether it's deathmatch mode or co-op. Let's see what happens. Duel. Oh yeah, it's like vehicular combat. You can go and do... the modes are locked. You have to play some single player to unlock them. Anyway, whatever. Campaign. TEP, if you were a droid. Yeah, T3P. Right, here we are. Oh, I was right. It is Geonosis. I'm going to play it safe for the sake of the stream and put it on Padawan mode. I don't know how hard this game is. Maybe it's one of those notoriously difficult games. Maybe it's fine. Not sure. And we do have the benefit, as you saw earlier, we can actually just rewind our gameplay to anywhere we want because it's being emulated on the PS5 software. Oops. But we'll only use that if we need it. But I hope you're ready with your Cheater Austin emotes. For some reason, although these cutscenes have been slightly up-resed, I think, or upscaled, they're squished like that. Look how flat and squishy it is. Which is an oversight. You know, that's been overlooked by the developers, I would argue. The Clone Wars. The galaxy stands on the brink of war. Thousands of star systems under the leadership of Count Dooku have it's getting really grainy. Seceded, it's not a word I'm that familiar with, from the Republic and formed the Confederacy of Independent Systems. The separatist movement has made it impossible for the Jedi Knights to maintain peace and order in the galaxy. In response to the growing conflict, the Galactic Senate has commissioned a clone army to aid the Jedi. It's so squished. On the planet Geonosis, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker, and Padme Amidala have been captured by Dooku and sentenced to death. The Jedi Council has made plans for a rescue attempt. Master Mace Windu has enlisted a legion of Jedi to assist him and is en route to Geonosis. Imagine if I had it on Jedi Master mode. That would have been way harder to read. Right, so this starts during the events of the second film, seemingly. We've got our boys and girl who are currently taken hostage by a bunch of dragonfly men. Oh, look at all these Jedi starfighters coming in. That's actually really cool. Because, you know, there were dozens...
Maintain transmitter silence until further notice. We must get onto the planet without alerting Count Dooku if we are to have any chance of rescuing the prisoners.
Luminara Unduli, that is. Master of Barriss Offee, who some of you may be familiar with if you watched the Clone Wars claymation show. Here we are. Do we get to fight Jango Fett in this? I don't know. Maybe. Oh, that's a bit juddery, isn't it? Okay, here we go.
Luminara, we've got to find a safe place to land. Obi-Wan and Anakin do not have much time left.
Our fleet is jamming all transmissions on the planet. It should allow us to land undetected.
That voice actor sounds familiar, the one playing Luminara. It actually sounds a bit like the same voice actor for Brain. My Star Wars knowledge. Where is it?
Master Windu, I've received the coordinates for
Trying
the
to find
first
it.
anti-orbital cannon. We must move quickly. Follow me.
I refused. Asajj Ventress. God, Jesus. Sounds like the voice actor for Asajj Ventress. Right. You have to learn the controls first. Okay, that's Luminara over there. Right, so we're in a little tank thing. So this is a...
Master Windu, there's the first anti-orbital cannon. My sensors indicate several enemy units moving on our position.
This is a...
This is not going to be easy.
Somewhat vehicular game. But, oh my god. But there are going to be moments where we can wander around with a lightsaber.
The first cannon is almost destroyed. Stay on target.
Stay on target.
2 to go. Master Windu, I've input the coordinates for the second anti-orbital cannon.
Let's go.
I wonder if it could honestly be the same person who plays Ventress.
Mace,
Oops.
there are some supplies nearby. We can use them to recharge our concussion missiles in Outer Hull.
Okay. Health. Oh. Do I have to press something to pick him up, or do I just have... Oh! Oh, right, yeah. It's because I fired a missile, then I picked up some more.
Watch your fire, Mace.
Oh, sorry. I clip you there. She's real fast. Can I boost? I can! You know, honestly, I kind of thought this game would be...
I'm picking up a squad of Hellfire droids on my sensors. Be careful, Mace.
Nice.
Their missiles are lethal.
I love these, I love driving these things in Battlefront, these little wheelie things. Oh. Yeah, I kind of thought this game would be really clunky. I thought the driving would be rubbish. I think I was thinking of the PS1... There was a PS1 vehicular combat game, Star Wars one. Can't remember what it was called. Star Wars Crush Hour or something. It wasn't called that. That's the WWE one. But, you know, it was something like that. The vehicular controls in that were not good, but these seem alright. Oh, I'm killing little battle droids on speeder things. Scats, I think they're called for some reason. Is it called a scat? Am I right in that? Star Wars Demolition, that's the one. Definitely a potential weirdest game. It probably is, actually. Yeah, that's kind of why weirdest games ever was... I mean, it's potential worst game. It depends what its average score is on Metacritic, really, but... You know, maybe that's unfair of me to say, because I've not played it properly. I've played a tiny bit of it. I think I might have streamed it, didn't I? I did years ago now, I think, like 2 or 3 years ago, I did a stream where I played an assortment of Star Wars games all in one session, and we played Masters of Teras Kasi, the Star Wars fighting game, the one-on-one, you know, like it's like Tekken or Mortal Kombat or whatever. Easy mode is great. All I have to do is shoot these guys once, and and yeah, I think I might have played some Demolition as well. Oh, I streamed Super Bombard Racing. I did, yeah. I'm not really listening to what she's saying, but... Oh. Can I strafe? Oh, I can boost. I can't strafe in this thing, I don't think. God. Someone did just say that the foot sections are a bit clunky. Trialing Badger said that. I can believe that for sure. I'm not under any illusions that the bits on foot are going to be clunky as hell. I have seen a bit of the gameplay and thought, no. But that's kind of why I was morbidly curious to stream this, because, you know, it looks a bit silly. But this is, honestly, other than the fact that they are kind of just throwing lots and lots of enemies at me and all I have to do is hold the shoot button, which, you know, is kind of partly on me for setting it on Padawan mode. Other than that, this is fun. feels smooth, if nothing else. It feels responsive. And that I could be twitchy about it if I wanted to, you know. Oh my god.
Returning to formation.
Let's check out that
Oh,
second
she's
cannon.
there.
Enemy reinforcements are on the move. The second orbital cannon is down.
It is.
Only one more to go. I've input the coordinates.
Still don't need any health. I've got a shield, look. I've got a shield around my my vehicle. Who's she fighting with? This was 2 years before the first Battlefront game, so I guess they were still learning how to do ground troop sections, yeah. Honestly, the controls feel a bit smoother than this vehicle in Battlefront, to be honest. But, you know, I guess Battlefront had a lot of other things to get right. So they may have slightly... I mean, not that the controls in Battlefront were bad for the vehicles, but this, like, actually feels like... You can tell that this is a more vehicular-focused game, I suppose. I think that's just it. That's the difference.
We need to take care of them before proceeding to the third cannon.
Take care of what did you say? I was talking over the top of you. The crazy thing about Star Wars is that stuff like this, like these what are those wheelie? I want to call them Hellfire tanks, but that might be something completely different. Are they called Hellfire something? Those ones with the big wheels, big rings on them. The thing about a vehicle like that is, like, in terms of the film, or is it the spider droids? There's a vehicle in the second film, an enemy vehicle like that was shown for, I think, a single shot. It might have been the spider droids, or it might have been these boys. Someone designed, you know, might have been Doug Chang, or I don't know who it was. Someone designed the vehicle. The 3D asset was made. It was animated, like walking along or wheeling. Oh, we're in. Okay. What? X is attack. Can I block? No. Okay, hang on. I can probably block somehow. Let me just kill these boys. Oh no, look at my health. I've got a red head. Oh, all these Geonosians are here now. Chop them to bits. Oh my god, look at all the pieces.
Mace, keep your distance from those droids. They're self-destruct.
Hailfire, you're right, that's it.
Try throwing your lightsaber from a safe distance.
Or maybe it's this little spider droid was shown in the third film, wasn't it? I think a clone jumped on top of his head and fired downwards. Or maybe it was the second one. Right, I'm just going to come and hide here to see if I can block. Right, that's the Force. Oh, I can strafe with L2 and R2. I don't think I can... Oh, no. I'm not sure I can block. Right. Square is throw saber. Oh my god, it's sort of locked onto something there, I think. X is swing. Circle is the Force. Triangle, I think, was change view. It doesn't look like there's actually a block button, which seems like a bit of an oversight. Oh, that's not really... Hang on, no. That's the... Here we go. Oh my god, that's a lot of information. Can I block? Force push / throw. Push. No, I can't. Well, at least I know that the game is theoretically designed for me to be able to soak up damage. Yeah, we'll see. Right. Oh, he is just blocking naturally, seemingly. I guess when I'm not swinging my laser sword, he'll just sort of naturally block. Oh, I kind of love it. I can't jump. I can just sort of waddle a bit as I run. And when I threw my saber before, it kind of locked... Oh, what's it doing? It sort of locks onto things. Where's it going? I'm not doing that. I'm not controlling that at all. Oh, I love this so much because it's... Because it's... Well, not... I was going to say so wonky, but it's not even so wonky. It's just a bit or quite wonky, you know? It's like... There are these tiny little... It's like a cookie where the dough is wonk and the chocolate chips are moments of quality, or you know, the fun that you're having. There's like these little bits of like, oh yeah, this is nice, this is fun, all baked into a delicious wonky dough with bits coming off the enemies. Oh, it's great. Oh, look at my health. Right, Mace, we need to be careful. Oh, I'm not taking this out with my lightsaber, am I? Oh, God. Oh, hello. Why don't these guys have guns? They did in the film. Oh my God, the saber is so weird. It turns the entire camera because it wants to go and find enemies. It's like, what's it doing? It's like the whistly dart thing out of Guardians of the Galaxy.
That takes care of the last anti-orbital cannon. The rest of the Jedi should be able to land safely now.
Let's get
Oh
to the
my
landing
God.
zone. I sense much desperation in Anakin and Obi-Wan.
He senses much desperation. Mission success, thank God. Thank God I lived. I lived, bitch. A similar HUD actually to Battlefront, isn't it? The PS2 Battlefront games. Complete mission in less than 9 minutes. Recover 3 missing R5 units. 3? Where were they supposed to be? Anyway, never mind. Didn't know I had bonus objectives. I missed that when I paused the game. Oh, here they come.
Mace, I've got power readings ahead.
I see them too. Power up forward shields.
Acknowledged. Powering weapons. Forward shields online.
Use attack pattern theta. Keep it loose. Split their line of fire.
Master Windu, I'll take out the turrets. You handle the enemy craft.
Oh, the first person view in the cutscene. That's kind of cool. Oh, nice. I may as well just see what my secondary objectives are here. All convoy vehicles must survive. Destroy all enemy turrets. Find the hidden weapons cache. Okay. Oh yeah, Rogue Squadron 3 Rebel Strike had some on-foot sections, didn't it? I forgot about that, Trialing Badger. You're right. I played...
I'll concentrate on the turrets. You take care of the rest.
I had a demo of one of the Rogue Squadron games as a kid. I think it was the first one, which I used to play to death. But, oh, she said she'll concentrate on the turrets. But I never owned any of them sort of in full to properly enjoy them. I think I own some or all of them on Steam now, actually, and I would, it's probably something that I would enjoy. Depends, I guess it depends how well they've aged at this point. You know, going back and playing something that probably lives and dies on its flight controls might be a bit tricky with my modern sensibilities, but I'm glad I've got all these targets on screen, even though I'm like really far away, because it does help to spot what's going on. They're brilliant games, on-foot sections in 3 aside. The amazing thing about 3 was they included the entirety of 2 as a co-op game with it. Wow. One or more of them have, sort of, oops, I just accidentally skipped that.
Extra ammunition. Let's reload our concussion missiles before we move out. Sensors show enemy reinforcements approaching. We need to defend the landing area.
I think it was like the second or third oh, I can strafe. It's L2, it's the same as the Jedi controls. That's good. I like being able to strafe in vehicles like this. What was I saying? Yeah, I think it was Rogue Squadron 2 or 3, or possibly it was like one of the TIE Fighter games, or one of the X-Wing games, as they were called, that had kind of theoretical sort of alternate ending missions, sort of what-if missions, didn't it? Where you could control a TIE Fighter squadron and attack the Yavin 4 temple as Darth Vader, or the Hoth base or something, Echo base, I think. Is that right? I think. I think that was in something. Well, I know it was in something, but I don't know if it was Rogue Squadron or not. There's a lot going on here. So I guess these are the convoy vehicles I've got to keep alive if I can. I'm all out of missiles though, so. Oh, it's a bit of a game changer having learned how to strafe, I have to say.
This is MACE window. The area is secure. Commence operations.
Is this pod racing? It could be.
Transports proceed to the arena. We must be careful. Each transport carries dozens of Jedi Knights. It would be a terrible tragedy if any of the transports are lost.
It would be a terrible tragedy if literally dozens and dozens of Jedi were all killed in one moment. But fortunately, we've got a whole film. That's a whole film away. Okay, yeah, so these are the convoy vehicles. I've got to keep them safe. Oh, how do I aim up? It's just sort of locking on by itself. That's a Buick, right? Oh, hello. That's a Buick right there from Mills Derp, who subbed for 65 months. Execute Order 65. Yeah, well, talk of the devil. Dozens of Jedi, or well, thousands, wasn't it? I think 10,000 Jedi were supposed to be alive in the galaxy at the time, and only maybe 100 survived. I mean, far less than that from what we know of, but I would imagine that you can't kill 1,000 Jedi, even if they are all with clone squads. Some of them are just going to live. You know, there's that video. I think there. Yeah, I know. There's a video. I think there's several versions of it by different people actually on YouTube, where it's Obi-Wan or Ben Kenobi from the original films saying, "In my experience, there's no such thing as luck." And then it's just a supercut of Obi-Wan having a bunch of really lucky moments, you know, where he like catches Anakin's lightsaber as it happens to fall past him in when he's in Coruscant, or his lightsaber lands by Cody's feet in the third film, and then Cody fires a missile at him during Order 66 and it just happens to miss. You know, in his experience, there's no such thing as luck. No, it was luck. And so for that reason, I imagine that probably a number of Jedi survived. Oh my god, what's this? Oh, it's Mace and Luminara. We're going on foot. Spider walkers. They do whatever a spider can. Oh no, we're getting back in the vehicles. Okay, that's fine. Why am I all electric like that? All out of missiles again. We're getting a lot of original trilogy music in this as well, which is nice. A few more missile pickups would be nice. I suppose Obi-Wan would argue that it isn't luck, but it's the Force. Well, yeah, I guess that's what he means. There's no such thing as luck. There's the will of the Force, which is just semantics at that point, isn't it? If you're not a Jedi, if you don't believe in the Force, it's basically the same thing. You're lucky if the Force shines down upon you, I guess, you know? Man, because I've been having such a good time with, are they? I came really far ahead to take all these turrets out. Because I'm having such a... Oh, I do have missiles now. Did it just refuel me after the, or restock me after the previous encounter? Maybe it did. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, because I'm having, I'll get to the end of this sentence eventually, such a good time with Astro Boy. I've been completely neglecting Outlaws, and I'm really looking forward to, like, properly getting into Outlaws and, you know, really enjoying it for what it is. I'm so excited to go and hang out at Jabba the Hutt's place. Say hello to Bib Fortuna, my favourite glup flippo of all. Oops.
There's the arena, but first we'll have to take out that outpost.
Okay. Obi-Wan has plot armor. Yeah, he does. I wonder if we get to do an on-foot section in the arena with hundreds of Jedi all fighting Geonosians and battle droids. I somehow doubt it, but hey, you never know. Oh, could this be where the secret weapons cache is? No, probably not. We're not going for 106%.
Those enemy craft are coming from an underground hangar. Destroying the 2 exit tunnels should stop them from coming through.
Okay. Let's blow up some tunnels. Alright, that's what... it just becomes a flat wall. Okay, yeah, I all the guys survived. That was good. I was watching Last Jedi last night and completely forgot they went to Canto Bight. Maybe old K-Vess was hanging around somewhere. Yeah, I suppose so. She could have been.
Anakin and Obi-Wan need our help.
Here they go, all the Jedi running in perfect sync with their animations. Oh, do we get to see it from above? Oh, there's 5 Geonosians. Oh, and there's the squad. They're chained up. Alright, let's see how this goes then. Maybe we are actually going to go on foot and do something like freeing the heroes from the arena. Oh, okay. Not quite as numerous as in the film, but they've made a good go of it. And the crowd have cleared off already. Oh, look, there we go. A bunch of 2D clones fighting out there. Again, they're doing the best they can. Begun, the Clone War has. Oh, look, they're sort of matching it shot for shot. Got that thing being dropped off.
Sir, I have 5 special commando units awaiting your orders, sir.
Good. I will find a way to take down those Techno-Union ships.
There he is, Mace
Slow
Weirdo.
down their retreat.
Oh my god. I love the running animations. Okay, so we're not going to the arena. We saw the arena stuff taking place, and now we're on the battlefield, which is, to be fair, that is what Mace Windu ended up doing. Right. Oh my god, this is, you know, it's fairly substantial, actually. There's a lot going on here. What's going on? Are these all real boys if I get close enough to them? Is it like a level of detail thing? Oh, they are actually... Oh, no, they're not. They're 2D. But that's okay. It's endearing. It's why we like the PS1 Harry Potter games, isn't it? Stuff like that. Wonk. The pure wonkums. If I could create a YouTube channel that, you know, it didn't matter how niche it was and the fact that it was not financially viable, I would make a channel called, like, The Wonk Box, where all we do is play wonky games and watch wonky 1980s TV shows with, like, no budget. That's what we do. Oh, do I get to fly the LAT now? Oh, I do. Oh my god, how do I make it not fly? These can hover, can't they? Oh, I can slow down. Okay. Oh, this is pretty cool. I'm having fun. Oh my god, there's a lot of flipping enemies about, though. Right, off we go. That's a lot of enemies. Oops. Oh, bonk. My droid wasn't happy about it. He beeped. Beeps angrily in droid. I don't have to be taking all this stuff out, do I? Just take down the ships. Oh, here we go. The big boy's trying to leave. My God! I won't let them. Do I not have to take this one down? Is he leaving? It gets taken down in the film, although it was by those big laser boys, wasn't it? Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't do it. Is it weird that this was the only home console game for Episode 2? Or it is weird, you say, sorry. The official game was only Game Boy Advance for some reason. Yeah, I've always thought that, because there was the one for the PS1 for the Phantom Menace, which, again, it would be part of the Wonk box. Love that one. And then, of course, there was a proper sort of somewhat like-for-like Revenge of the Sith. Oh God! On PS2, which a lot of people have very fond memories of. I've run out of missiles, actually. Oh, look, there's a... Can I collect that? Oh, sort of. I don't know if that's intentional, but... Right. Mostly just sort of crashing into stuff, but... There we go. Oh, no, the droid. But yeah, this film only had this game on console, which is not a perfect retelling of the
Master Yoda reports that the Separatists are loading their core ships with droid armies.
the movie.
He ordered the mobile assault cannons to stop them.
Those starships cannot be allowed to take off. Each one carries an army large enough to threaten an entire planet.
Wow.
Tell Master Yoda I will provide support for the mobile assault cannons.
Okay, back in his vehicle. Jedi well known for their constant use of tanks.
You have to defend them.
At least we've got some more missiles now. So I guess what you could argue that, you know, one thing about this game is that there is just a lot of getting in your tank and shooting stuff, but we'll be going to different planets, I believe. I think we're going to a new planet soon. I suspect there are different Jedi to play as. You know, unfortunately, it was kind of part and parcel of early noughties gaming of this kind that, you know, you were going to have a degree of sort of... I mean, it wasn't a given that things had to be repetitive necessarily, but there would be some kind of homogeny from level to level through a game. You know, it's just sort of natural, really, when you're limited with your variety options. I mean, that's probably a bit too kind, actually, to say that, oh, well, you know, it was inevitable, because, you know, you look at something, even something that wasn't mainstream or popular. Oh, here it comes. Like Haven Call of the King was literally built upon the idea that you're always doing something different. You're jumping in a car, then you're jumping in a glider, then you're doing some puzzling in a tomb, and then you're like in a gladiatorial arena and you're shooting stuff with your wrist rockets, and then you're on a turret on a train, and you know that was built around variety, so it was possible at the time. Just I've got a compass point thing up there. Remember really enjoying Bounty Hunter on the PS2, although replayed it recently and it's a bit of a grind by modern standards. Yeah, that's how I felt about it when I played it. I can boost, can't I? When I played it some years ago, but that also has had the same treatment as this. So I've got a copy of Bounty Hunter on my PS5 that I've not had chance to even start yet. I've just got too much to play at the moment. I've had this to play, which I've not got around to doing because I wanted to stream it. There's, of course, Astrobot. and Outlaws and Plucky Squire's coming out soon, isn't it? Like this week, I think, maybe. Ashton's playing it this week on stream. I don't know if she's got an early copy or if it's just going to be a release date version, but so quite a lot to go at. So yeah, I'll give Bounty Hunter a go at some point and see if at least having the sort of the PS5 up-res makes it a bit more bearable. Because sometimes that's, you know, that can help, just having things at least look nice and sharp, run in, you know, a reliable frame rate, even if it's not 60 FPS, you know, as long as it's a very, very, very steady and consistent 30. Because, you know, you play some games on PS2, and they don't, if you're playing them natively on the hardware they were built for, even back then, some games kind of struggled to have a fully smooth 30 at all times. I mean, usually they would have a pretty consistent 30, but I remember playing games where there were moments where things got a bit intense and it might drop to kind of 25 or whatever. So just having it on a modern console and knowing that in theory it's going to run okay can take the edge off, I suppose. Plus they've added a bit of new content, I believe, to Bounty Hunter, in that you can unlock an actual Boba Fett to play as, which I think was like, what was it? They said that you could do that, or it was on the box or something when the game originally came out, but it wasn't actually true. I think that's something like that. Maybe it wasn't on the box, because I think that you could get in trouble for that probably with false advertising. But I think you know, it was maybe in the trailer or in some of the promo material in magazines or something. It was like, play as Boba Fett. I think it's on the box though. I don't know. But anyway, they've actually got an unlockable Boba Fett now in Bounty Hunter on PS5, so that's something. Oh, Super Blasters. Oh, it's got a timer on it. Find stuff to kill. I don't need the word Super Blasters right in the middle of the screen for the whole duration. Thank you very much. Okay, there we go. TP, your special ability in the LAAT, same button as the boost in the tank, is auto-aiming laser turrets in the ball sponsons. Worth using. I'll give that a go.
Input the coordinates. I'm on my way.
It's day one on PS Plus Extra, I think, says Cooley Wooly. The Plucky Squire.
Told us you would come.
Where is he?
He is inside, entertaining your friends. Unfortunately, you were not invited.
Who are these boys? Dooku's mates, the Dark Acolytes. Oh, that's kind of cool. I wonder if they're ever... if they were used in other lore. Dooku's Dark Acolytes. Oh, they're pretty tough, actually. Oh, look at my health. Oh no, that's fine. I read it the wrong way around. I thought it was going upwards. I thought the red bit was all that was left of my health. I mean, I'm still taking a hammering, but... oh, he flipped out there. Oh no, he's... they're actually using cover, I think, intentionally. Maybe not, but it looks like they are. Super Blasters. Sweet. Make short work of them now. Interesting vehicles. I've never seen those before in Star Wars. I imagine they probably have been used elsewhere, but I don't recall. Hello, Batman fan Drew. I hope everyone's doing well and had a good weekend. I did have a good weekend. How were your weekends, everyone? Who did something interesting on the weekend?
But the war has just begun.
The war has just begun. The Clone War has. Said that already, didn't I? The Clone War has begun multiple times today. Destroy all canyon wall turrets. Oh my god, there were a lot of those as I was flying through in my lat. I went to Hawaii, says Please Stop. Wow.
Just saying. We've been stationed in the Tyon cluster for weeks. At this rate, the war will be over before we see a battle.
Wars are not won overnight, Anakin.
Oh, that was Anakin, the first one.
I just wish something exciting would happen around here.
Be careful what you wish for. I'm picking up multiple targets on my sensors coming out of hyperspace.
What are we waiting for?
Anakin, wait. We should call this in. Anakin?
Oh god. Oh, am I gonna fly a starfighter now?
We should call this in.
It's too late for that.
We should call this in. He just said that twice.
The only thing we can do now is get to their target first and warn the inhabitants.
What are they doing here? There's nothing important in this sector.
I've plotted the fleet's trajectory. They're headed for Renvar in the Dibali system. If we hurry, we can get there first.
Okay. A few sort of syllables of oh, whoops. Oh, I just skipped that by accident. I did that before as well. Hang on, shall we oh, I can use rewind and not skip it this time. It might just be an establishment.
Public outpost here. They won't be able to withstand an army that size. Evacuation is our only option.
Oh, I don't get to do a space flight. We're flying, or maybe we're not flying into the atmosphere, are we? Yes, we are. A few sort of syllables of Anakin sound a bit like Anakin there, sound a bit like Hayden Christensen, but more of Obi-Wan sounds like Clone Wars animated Obi-Wan. He doesn't sound much like Ewan McGregor, but he does sound quite close to Clone Wars Obi-Wan. I mean, honestly, it could even be him, but he definitely doesn't... If it is him, it's an early version of, and he's not fully landed on it, on the way he's doing it. But, oh, here we go. Oh my god. A lot of boys. I love the clones.
This is Bravo Base to Master Kenobi. According to our scouts, the Separatist army has landed a few clicks away from here. There's no way we can defend against that kind of firepower. We have to evacuate the planet.
Understood, Commander. I've called for transports to evacuate your personnel.
Oh, I misremembered. I think the joke is Obi-Wan said they should call it in. Anakin said no, and then realised they should. Joke. I thought Anakin said we should call it in twice, which would be a bit silly. But yeah, no, that would make more sense. That Obi-Wan was like, let's call it in. He's like, no. And then, oh, we should call it in.
They'll be here soon.
Anakin, I'm going to prepare the base for evacuation. There's a communication station to the west.
Okay, it's not Clone Wars Obi-Wan, for sure.
Bring them back here.
But it sounds more like him than Anakin sounds like Anakin. Okay, right. So boost is auto shoot with the little ball guns. Oh! Oh, nice! He just auto aims. Very cool. Oh wow, that's like pretty OP in a fun way.
We need you to clear the area of all enemies before we can land.
Clear the area of all enemies. Oh, yeah. So I can. Oh my god, something's chasing me. Okay, I've got shit buzzing me there. The controls are a little bit... I kind of wish I could rebind them, because I would change a few things, but they're responsive. It's just knowing what to press and when. Right, there we go. Oh! It's like I'm not really sure how to deal with this shit that's chasing me around. I think I'm turning faster than it though, so I should be able to get... Oh no, I keep pressing R1, which is zoom in. It is useful actually having the auto aim thing, because it just means if there's like a little sort of stray enemy somewhere, as long as you can... Oh god, leave me alone! Okay, here we go. As long as you can sort of get vaguely near it and then press L1, your ship will just laser it for you, which is handy.
We're all set here, Commander. Ready for takeoff.
Okay. Putting on the infinite ammo cheat and flying around with the auto-aim lasers is a blast. Yeah, sounds like it. Oh. He's a real piece of something, this guy. My turning circle is not good for dealing with these boys. Okay, there we go. We got him. Vultures, yeah. Vulture droids. Tell you what, the opening to Revenge of the Sith is an incredible opening, especially just the first couple of shots. That really long shot of the Jedi starfighters like swooping over the ships and stuff, like the motherships, and yeah, it's just one shot that goes on and on. You got the little missile that like sort of makes a tiny dent in the side of the. Oh. Oh my god. The vultures are tricky.
Yeah.
Okay, got him.
Man, I am so in the mood for this today. We're currently rewatching the films in story order. Rogue
nice.
One last night, which has made me really overkeen for Andor S2.
Trillion Jones, thank you for the bits. 100 bits there. Currently we were watching the films in story order. Rogue One last night, which made me really overkeen for Andor. Yeah, oh, no, not rewind. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Andor.
Anakin, I'm picking up a squadron of enemy
Season
starfighters
2.
bearing towards you. Be careful.
Oh, not starfighters. Can I get around him? Oh god. Is this the tactic? Just hold the slow down button and. Oh no. Oh god, didn't realise all this was going on. Oh no, the convoy is having a bad time. I was not looking after any sort of convoy. That's very much on me. I've been meaning to actually watch the sequels for the first time in... It's been years since I've... I basically watched them all at the time when they came out. I saw them sort of several times each in the cinema. And I don't think... I mean, I think I probably watched Force Awakens again before I saw Last Jedi, and then Force Awakens and Last Jedi before I went to see Rise of Skywalker. But since watching Rise of Skywalker, I've not watched any, like in the cinema at the time, I've not watched any of the sequels. And while I'm, you know, not a huge fan of them, I'm kind of intrigued just to see how they seem to hold up overall. You know, with years gone by now to kind of mull them over a bit. Oh, this thing's gonna die. Look at the hailfire tank just absolutely firing hail. Got to use this OP laser, I think, a lot more. One hit and this convoy is down. Is he just trying to get to that base thing there? Oops. Because If he is, he might be alright, but... Oh my god, no. It looks like there's a lot of stuff over here. Oh, Christ. So, yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of Andor and Rogue One. Rogue One is, like, it's the best thing that Disney have done since they took over, I think. It's certainly the best film, anyway.
Anakin, the convoy has been destroyed.
No! Mission failed. We'll get them next time. I don't think I was looking after a convoy for a little while, actually, for some of that. So, I wonder if I've got a checkpoint. Probably not, but we'll see. When he said there's a squad of starfighters coming in, I just stayed in the area and was circling round and round, thinking, all right, yeah, I'll get them. Right, I'm not going to waste any missiles or anything on these boys. I'll just sort of... Okay.
Sir, we need you to clear the area of all enemies before we can land.
Okay, that's useful. That also kind of auto aims for me, but it's a bit tricky because you're flying at the same time, and these things can't fully stop. Which I think in the films they can hover. I think they can do a vertical takeoff. It would be nice if you could hover in this game, just because you are having to focus your fire on specific targets. I think it makes sense in Battlefront that you can't necessarily just hover there in the sky and rain fire on a bunch of soldiers, but I think here it would be nice to... Especially when I've got these guys coming in right behind me. It's the one thing I'm not having a great time with, is dealing with these ships, but other than that, you know, it's alright. Yeah, Rogue One's great. Some people really don't like it. I think it's I was going to say very divisive, but that almost implies, I suppose not necessarily implies, but it sort of implies to some people that it's kind of like a 50-50 split of love it or hate it. And I think actually most people do love it, but I think people who don't like it really don't like it. But that's probably true of a lot of pop culture of the past 2 or 3 decades, or maybe ever. But certainly I think we do live in such a divisive, black and white kind of world now with, you know, whether it is for your pop culture opinions or your political views or your anything, you know. Express any opinion online and you have to either think it's the best or worst thing that has ever happened. But fortunately for me, I do actually think that Rogue One is the best film that's ever happened since the Disney takeover, I would say. You know what's underrated? Solo. Solo's really good, I think. It's kind of pulpy, it's kind of a little bit silly, but, you know, it's a heist, it's, you know, there's a lot to it. There's a lot to love about it. Right, okay. I need to help this convoy now. Shall I leave the base as it is? Is the base going to be okay? I don't have to defend the base, do I? No, I don't think I do. I've just got green arrows over here. So here's the problem I had. Is I hung around here dealing with... Oh, that was a gold trophy there. Dealing with various small fry enemies. And over here, we've got a convoy being wrecked. So, hopefully this time... we can have a bit more luck. Oh, well, I'm trying to deal with it. There are a lot of boys here. Right, I've cleared out these enemies at least, so... I definitely need to use this L1 thing more, I think, because I'm trying to conserve it a bit, but I don't think I need, like, yeah, you can see it recharging. I should be using this way more. Because it is very... I mean, it's probably why they included it, to be honest, because it is a little bit tricky in places to target specific enemies, so it's a good thing to be able to just hit L1 when you need to, like that. Okay, there we go. Who's got strong opinions about post-Disney Star Wars? I agree, Solo's pretty good, says Traxler237. That's a good first-time chat in my book. Traxler has entered the chat to say that Solo is quite good. Yeah, you're right. And I really wish, for multiple reasons, that we'd got a Solo 2. Unlikely to happen, I think, at this point. But, you know, I think Alden Ehrenreich did a really good job for what it was. And I think he also actually looks the part, which helps. Didn't need that. And, you know, it ends with an interesting kind of tease for what they could have done in a sequel. Could have seen some live-action Maul. That would have been great. And better yet, you know, he flies off at the end because there's a big-time gangster on Tatooine who might have some work for him. Now that's very clearly Jabba the Hutt. So again, another opportunity where I've missed out on my boy Bib Fortuna being in live-action Star Wars. You know, that's one of the reasons I'm so glad that that Outlaws exists and is set in the time period that it is. Because, like, when Book of Boba Fett was announced and, you know, it was coming out and it started with Boba entering Jabba's palace, I was like, oh, hey up, he's in Jabba's palace. Who's going to be in there? Who's taken over that since Jabba's death? And surprise, surprise, it was Bib Fortuna who survived the sail barge explosion. I was really excited then, and then he instantly kills him. Anyway, never mind.
You must rescue the Jedi there and return them before we evacuate.
Hello, Lobrotovich. It's good to see you. I need to read some chat. It's quite difficult to read chat when you're flying a ship that can't stop. Just do my Streamly inspection that Peter isn't swearing and dropping out again since I'm in an amusement park right now. Hope all is well. I hope you're having a good time, Lobrotovich. Lovely. He's a hut and a witch, says Millstep. I'm missing out on all this quality content by not being able to read the chat while I'm flying my ship. How long is there supposed to be between Solo and the original trilogy? How quickly does Han go from being Alden Ehrenreich to Harrison Ford? Oh, I used to know the answer to that. What else is going on at the same time? I mean, he's under Imperial rule. Oh, it happens at the same time as... It happens in the same year as something else, I think. I've seen it on a timeline. I don't know. It's not actually that... There's not that much in it. I think it's only a few years before A New Hope. So, yeah, in that sense, I suppose he does look... Looks a bit different, doesn't he? But, what's my target? Jedi Sanctuary. Okay. It's nice that there's just little bits and bobs of, you know, ships flying around and enemies scattered about the place. You know, it's not just a desolate world between objectives. I've always really liked these ships. I don't think it's just because I like the Phantom Menace and the Phantom Menace video game in which they appear. But yeah, the sort of the Trade Federation landers, troop transports, I think are pretty cool. Okay. Oh my jeez, these flipping vulture droids. Okay, I just bonked into that one, that worked. Right. Oh, there's something under the little platform there, I think. Yeah, look. There we go, got him. Oh, we got some Jedi coming in. Han's about 30 in A New Hope. And it ends about a decade before A New Hope, says Try and Betcha. Okay, well that's not so bad. He goes from young Han to slightly older, still young Han. Yeah.
Ready for takeoff. Anakin, the base is under heavy attack. We need assistance.
Landing pad. Let's get there. God, it's just making me cross the map back and forth, isn't it? It's a very good ability, this thing. I like it a lot. And I hate these guys a lot. Again, I'm not familiar with these ships either, actually. All sorts of vehicles in here that may have been made for the game, may not have been. May have since been used in other stuff. May have actually appeared in the movie, just in the background. That happens a lot with certain vehicles and characters and stuff. You'll read like the visual dictionary and you'll be like, oh, I don't even remember seeing that thing in this film. Okay, here we go. Solo is Kessel Run the movie. Yeah, it is. Yeah. 12 parsecs. Okay, I can do that. I can protect the station. Can I just spin around holding L1 like this? Oh, it's good. It was a very, very good move for them to have put that in. It's just an all-rounder. Any kind of... Oh my god, everyone is over here.
The second transport is preparing for takeoff.
Yeah. Any tricky situation you're in, whether it's you're struggling to aim, or there's a particularly strong enemy, or there are just lots of enemies that you're trying to deal with all at once, just hold L1. Oh, bonus objective, okay. Okay, well, I was sort of neglecting this area to begin with, which is not great because some of these transports look a bit weak.
The second transport is away. The last transport is prepping for takeoff.
Okay.
Yeah.
The gun the clone jokes have. I hope no duplicates here.
Okay.
What's Captain Rex's favorite TV show? Game of Clones. Ha ha ha.
Right, yeah.
What nutrients help clone troopers build muscle? Amino acids. He he he.
That's good.
What did Han Solo name his clone? Han Duo. Hi.
Nice.
Having a clone makes smuggling jobs easier. Many hands make light work. Ho ho ho. Something went wrong when I cloned Patrick Stewart. He slammed me into a wall and lifted me up by my neck. Hoisted by my own Picard. Ha ooh ooh.
Very good.
Body weight was that last one, right?
Yeah, it was. I loved it. It was clone and Star Wars related. Captain Picard from Star Wars. It was a good one. Thank you, Charlie Badger, for blazing it. It's 420, everyone. That's the sex number. 12 parsecs is fast, Cooley Woolly. Yeah. The unit of speed. Parsec.
Clones Hans Anakin Jar Jar Obi-Wan Clone Wars in the Star Wars Blaze It.
That's it, Stephen. Thank you for blazing it for the 100 bits there. We've got Alien Sweat Hands blazing it in the chat. There are probably some alien sweat hands in Star Wars if you go to the right planet. Tatooine, that's quite warm. A lot of alien sweat hands there. I saved the outpost. And that wasn't the best level in the world. It was mostly just flying back and forth and destroying a lot of targets, although that's kind of what the first level was as well. But hey, hopefully it'll be something something a bit more unique here. Give me more Jedi stuff. I'm actually enjoying that more, which is not what this game was built for, really, but...
Obi-Wan, we want you to take a division of troops.
It reminds me, actually, the joke about... One of the Solo jokes that... one of the slightly funny, slightly silly things about Solo is the origin of his name. I mean, I don't hate it as much as some people really didn't like it, but, you know, I thought we didn't need to do that. We could have gone without that, but, you know, whatever. It was fine.
We've received reports of separatist
There's Yoda.
Raxus is a backwater planet of no strategic importance. What could the separatists want with it?
That is what we want you to find out.
On that planet, many ancient secrets there are.
Master, I'm sure Obi-Wan and I would be of more use to you at Murgoshire.
Anakin?
Ambitious this one is.
I understand your eagerness, young Padawan. But an extra pair of Jedi pilots will not be enough to turn the tide at Murgoshire. However, if the two of you can uncover Dooku's plans on Raxus, it could eliminate a potential threat before it becomes more dangerous.
Okay. We have an actual story here.
The rest of you, wait here.
It's not just a series of battlefields. Okay. Let me fly a Jedi Starfighter game, please. That would be nice. Or let me be a Jedi.
We know there's separatist activity on this planet. The question is, where?
We're not going to find anything from this altitude. All this junk and debris is scrambling our sensors.
You're right. Find a place to land so we can take a closer look.
Yes. Walk. Or are they going to get on speeders or something? Oh, they actually are. For God's sake, I called it.
What could the separatists be doing out here?
Whatever it is.
Are they going to get on speeders or something? The gunship is the only aerial vehicle, I think, says Trowling Badger. Okay, well, that might not be a bad thing, to be honest. I would like to fly a proper starfighter in space, but, you know, whatever.
I'll take care of these two.
Right, let's see how this speeder operates. Oh, it's speedy. What's L1? Is it boost? It better not be. Oh, it is. Oh! Okay, well, I mean, this is fun. Stop. 10,000 meters. Stop in the name of the Force. Okay, I'll get him, don't worry. I'm not concerned. Oh boy! There he is. I'm occasionally boosting when I'm able. Slightly annoying gun sound, isn't it? But whatever. Okay, that's another one down. Two more. It's a big level, this, unless we're going round and round in circles and they're just tricking us. Ooh. Hey, I'm having fun again now. A speeder level was a good idea by the devs. Oh, yikes! Looks like there's some Tusken Raiders parked out on the racetrack. Parked out, camped out, I believe is the. Sweet. Looks like you just have to do a playthrough of Jedi Starfighter as well then. Yeah, true. I think I've got that on Steam.
Site where the Separatists are unearthing something. Whatever it is, we can't allow them to have it. Prepare the troops for deployment. And
My own legs. Is this legs?
Tell him we're going to need reinforcements.
Or is that the end of the level? It is. No witnesses. Okay. It was fun while it lasted. Complete the mission with 100% hull strength. Take both shortcuts. Ah, okay. Nice. Picard becoming the Borg was the most emotional part of the Star Wars trilogy. It was. Happens right at the end of Revenge of the Sith. He's lying on that table, and all the bits come on. He turns into a Borg. He gets up. Emperor says, "Picard, can you hear me?" And he says, "Where is Data? Is he all right?"
Our scouts have reported 3 supply convoys heading to the excavation site.
I don't understand why we don't just attack the excavation site now. Every second we waste, Dooku gets closer to finding whatever he's looking for.
Patience, my young Padawan.
Patience.
We need to wait for the reinforcements to arrive.
There's got to be something we can do.
There is. I've had the scouts find a good location to stage an ambush. If we destroy the convoys, it will greatly increase our odds in the coming battle. Luckily, we've maintained the...
Oh, we're in our tanks again.
Let's go.
It's about time.
Nah, 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 nah. Hello there. Right. Okay. Interesting. What godforsaken planet is this? What's this?
Modifying the controls of your tank so you can issue orders during combat.
Oh.
Just use the controller's directional button. Each direction corresponds to a different squad command. For instance, if you want me to attack that turret, just press up while the target is selected. Cannot comply.
Oh, he cannot comply. What turret? Hang on. Let me find a turret. Ah.
Locking on.
Ah, cool. You can give orders now. It's a tactical vehicular combat game. We can regroup.
Following your lead.
Nice. Okay. Oh, hello. Doing sick tricks, mad stunts on their pedal bikes, these boys.
I would if I could. That is not possible.
Oh. I'm pressing it when I'm not targeting anything. I would if I could. It's not possible. Whoa.
Changing targets.
Okay. Who's this third? Is it a clone? Is it Rex? Cody? Looks like Old Mantel or something, yeah. They did say what it is, I just have already forgotten. / was not listening. You know the one thing that Rogue One didn't need? Borg Gullet? What was that about? Why was that in there? It was of zero consequence, because all they did was... He was like, oh, Borg Gullet will know if you're lying or not. Well, surely Borg Gullet will have known that he wasn't lying. We just saw some slightly off CG of a tentacle on Bodhi Rook's head. And then, yeah, alright, he was a little bit dazed in his jail cell, but like within about 30 seconds was kind of woken up. And he was like, yeah, I'm the pilot. And that was it. Oh, maintain the element of surprise. Whoops.
Master, my sensors are picking up enemy reinforcements. Changing targets.
Attack that, Annie. Can I go up these magnetic beams? Can I get some air? Oh, it just spins me around. Oh, it's not a good thing. It's a bad thing. Oh my god. It's a really bad thing. You don't... I was like, oh, this will be cool. I'll just, like, get a little boost. Raxus Prime, okay. Yeah. As a straight man, Mads Mikkelsen is yummy. Oh, I see. Sorry, I thought you meant when Mads Mikkelsen is straight, he's yummy. I thought I misread your grammar there. Yeah, Mads Mikkelsen's great. An attractive man. So's I was gonna say Pedro Pascal. I mean, Pedro Pascal also is an attractive man. I've got a real brain fog today. Who plays Cassian Andor? I'll know Diego Luna. Thank you. I was gonna say I'll know as soon as it's written down. I'll be like, yeah, obviously Diego Luna. Very attractive man, Diego Luna. Pedro Pascal is more daddy than yummy. Well, yeah, I've not really quantified as to what nouns those men are. I've not sufficiently objectified them to categorize them. No, I'm only joking. But they're an attractive bunch. Harrison Ford, an attractive man. Alden Ehrenreich, pretty attractive man. Who else is there in Star Wars? Lots of attractive men. Bib Fortuna, attractive character. Hey, Poe Dameron, he's a dashing pilot, isn't he? Hollywood actors being conventionally attractive. What? Yeah, I know. Gross. It's pretty hashtag gay. Am I right? Pretty GAY, said the openly bisexual streamer. Super Blaster's wasted there. Wasted on me. Ewan McGregor, of course. Oh my god. How did we not get Ewan McGregor in there? Arguably. Oh, well, I don't know. It's stiff competition. Oh, stiff competition. Goodness me. I've got stiff competition right now, just thinking about it. But I was going to say, arguably the most attractive Star Wars lead or, sort of main character. I don't know, though. That's a real strong claim. It's a strong... We might need to do a poll. Hunkiest Star Wars men 2024. I went to school with you and McGregor. Did you? Peter, good grief. Yeah, sorry, you're the mod. If you want to ban Team TripleJump from the chat, you're welcome to do so now. I think it's well deserved. Yeah, they're all here. Stay out of the magnetic tube, by the way, Anakin. Can I give a special order on the D-pad for that? Do not go in magnetic tube. You just do what you want. I'm not going to tell you who to target. Just shoot anyone. Shoot anyone not wearing our colours. Wedge the Ledge. I love Wedge Antilles. He's my favourite sort of non-glup Flippo, in the sense that he's not a weird little alien man, but he is a secondary Star Wars character. I mean, only barely. He's actually, in Return of the Jedi and, well, probably in all three films he has his moments, doesn't he? Flying around in ships. Empire probably a bit less so, but Return of the Jedi, he's a hero of the day, really. Lando just flies a really big ship into a very small hole, which is, you know, pretty impressive, but Wedge would have done it himself, I think. If he'd been on his own, he'd have been fine. Love Wedge. And played by Dennis Nilsson. Not Dennis Nilsson. Dennis Lawson. Dennis Nilsson is the serial killer who murdered multiple men. And played Wedge Antilles in Star Wars. Good old Den. No, Dennis Lawson played Wedge Antilles and is Ewan McGregor's uncle.
Nice shooting, Master. Now we need to find the other
New Star Wars canon there. Yeah, that bit where Wedge Antilles murders lots of people. I never noticed how similar their names are, actually. Nilsson and Lawson. It's only a few letters away. Invincibility? Look at me go.
Attacking target.
Where is that convoy? Am I going the right way? Oh, I'm full on missiles. I've got full missiles. Oh, that was a mistake. I fired one missile and then picked up the box, which means I only got one missile out of it. Should have fired a few. Oh, let's go find this convoy, I think.
Cannot comply.
Yes, you can.
Locking on.
There we go. There's some very merciful and reliable auto aim in this game. This target locking system is, if you didn't have that, it will be unplayable. Okay, there we go.
This should even the odds a little.
What we didn't know was Wedge Antilles was committing friendly fire during the Battle of Yavin. Yeah, could well have been. I mean, the real hunk is Salacious Crumb. That laugh. Yeah. 3PO could droid my protocol any day, says some kind of div. Scandalous thing to say. Porkins was a hunky chunk. Yeah. Admiral Akbar is a stud. Yeah, I really liked seeing Wedge back in Rise of Skywalker. I'd hoped to see him earlier in the trilogy, to be honest. And, you know, even what we did get of him in Rise of Skywalker, I kind of wished there'd been more of that. I know the whole thing was they were trying to move away from the heroes and systematically killed them off one by one in each film, but you know, I think if we'd had a little bit of Wedge, the thin end of the wedge in The Force Awakens or something, could have been good.
Area. Whatever Dooku is looking for, we can't let him get it.
Well, that's the likeness of. Oh, his hand's been chopped off.
Division through the front, breaching their defenses. The reinforcements will flank around the back and will meet at the excavation site.
I don't like how it keeps teasing me with these bits of them standing on foot, and then they get back in their vehicles, and I have to play. I mean, I know it's kind of what I signed up for with Star Wars: The Clone Wars, which is a vehicle-heavy game, but you know, they gave me some Jedi gameplay in the first level. It kind of implied that there might be. Oh no! Don't shoot them. Kind of implied that there was going to be. You know, I thought there might be maybe not one segment per level as a Jedi, but I thought there might be a fair amount. Gun towers are hidden behind the wreckage. Right, strategically, that's the worst possible place they could have put them for themselves. But sure. Fighters? Yeah. Don't stick with me. Neurodivergers, hello, how's it going? Thanks for subscribing via Prime.
AAT's directly ahead. The convoy should be able to take care of it. We should concentrate on the fighter tanks. Master, the convoy needs your assistance.
Oh, okay. Concentrate on the what tanks? I thought he was saying fighters, but is he saying spiders? Oh, these, yeah, okay. I think they're dealing with the spiders. I'm waiting for the tanks to roll up, I guess. Neurodivergers, thank you for subscribing via Prime for 21 months now. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well.
Master, we should stay away from those spiders and concentrate our fire on the fighter tanks.
Well, there aren't any...
Mortar tanks are firing on the platoon. If
Okay,
we keep taking hits
now they
like
are.
this, we're finished. We've got to take them out.
Where? Oh, from the left and... I see. Mortar tanks.
One mortar tank left. Hurry, Master. I'm not sure how much longer they can take this barrage.
Why is Anakin giving me orders?
The mortars are finished. Now we just need to take out those fighters.
Okay. Right, here we go. We got more of them? More of them. I can imagine playing this on the PS2 would have been a bit choppy in places. I'm kind of surprised it's even managing it on PS5, and I don't mean that the PS5 is not capable of running such high-end graphics with so many particle effects. I just mean I'm surprised it's able to emulate it properly, because, you know, these things aren't always... You emulate a game, you know, a really old game on super modern tech, and it can still run badly because of just the way the original game was optimized, and I'm kind of amazed that this is running as well as it does even on a PS5. You know, that it was even optimized to run like this. But hey, you know, this was from the era where games had to actually sort of work when they were released. It was the sort of tail end of that period, really. PS2, you know. As soon as the PS3 came in, really, it was, you know, the world of patches had begun. Dun dun. Anyone else? Any more for any more? Not seeing anyone on my... I'm seeing a bit of gunfire. Okay, here we go. Oh, here they come. It's running on Pandemic's Battlefront engine. Yeah, you can tell. Graphically, there is some real similarities, and all the HUD is the same. Or, well, not all the HUD, but you know, sort of the pause menu is kind of similar. Oops. No.
More tanks coming from the right.
Oh man. I can see why they, well, I imagine they were probably already working on it by this point, but I can see why they, you know, were working on this game and thought, hey, we should do a game where it's just a series of multiplayer battlefields from various Star Wars movies. You know, because they've clearly proven that we can simulate pretty large-scale battles.
I'll proceed ahead and clear the way.
Can only proceed in a single file? I suppose it can, yeah. Thinking back to 2002, this game looks pretty. Yeah, I think it kind of does, doesn't it? I mean, again, it's been up-resed, obviously, but, you know, you can only up-res what was already there to begin with, so yeah, you're right. It is fun when you're strafing and you're shooting your missiles and you're dodging around and you've got it on Padawan mode. You know, I am enjoying myself. There've been a couple of moments, you know, there've been a few dud levels. I didn't like the LAAT one in the snow place. That wasn't very good. I really wish there were more Jedi moments in this game. How are we doing for time? It's 1:45. I'm debating whether I might sort of scout ahead on a YouTube long play to see what remains, because we could. I assume we could. I think I saw a long play today that was 3 hours long. So theoretically, we could finish this in a second session. So it's whether we want to go for full non 100% completion and return to it next week, or if we want to move on to something else next week if we don't want, if we've seen enough, which I feel like maybe we have seen enough. It depends what else is coming, I suppose. If there's going to be more on legs segments, then I'm all in. But if there's going to be more flying around in a Republic gunship being chased by vulture droids, then, I don't know if I want to spend another 2 hours next week doing that. Probably about halfway through at the end of today, I think, says Trailing Badger. Yeah, as I say, I think I saw about a 3.5 hour or a 3 hour long play on YouTube today when I was grabbing a screenshot for the thumbnail of the stream.
The crane is heavily armored, but is vulnerable to attack at its fuel base. There are 2 fuel bays, one on each side.
There are 2 fuel bays. Oh, or fuel bays, he may have said, to be fair.
They cannot proceed until we disable the generator in the back of the complex. Once that is taken out, our reinforcements can come in to assist us.
Okay. So take out the generator. And then we can destroy the fuel bays. Right? There they go. Oh! That was a trailer moment there. That would have made it into the trailer if I'd been a game capture artist. Right, I'm going to blow up this generator. Try and stay alive while I do it. Oh my god, there's a lot of... Oh! Wow, it hung for a moment there when that big piece of something came down, that crane. Right. So now my reinforcements can come in, which is good.
The generator is down, but we need to take out the fuel bays on that crane. Beta Squadron will assist. I copy.
No, break off.
Leave it to me.
I keep not realizing that these guys are regrouping on me. They're just hugging my shoulder. Done.
Crane and generator are both destroyed. Now we just need to take care of the remaining enemy units.
Oh, okay. I was hoping if I just destroy the fuel bays quickly, I wouldn't have to deal with all these enemies, but that's fine.
I sense something.
Ah. What does he sense? Is it Dooku? Do you have to fight him with the lightsaber? It's Dooku.
Count Dooku. He's here.
Anakin, wait!
This was a bit too easy. It feels like
A trap.
a trap.
It's a tarp. Count Dookie. Protodica. The Protodica. It's a boss. I'm just mashing the missile button. Oh, my droid wasn't happy. How am I supposed to be not getting hit by those things? I was just soaking them up like a tank. Mission failed. I hope that was a separate mission, that boss fight. I'm not going to have to restart the entire thing. Oh my god. I think maybe I am. Destroy the proto... Oh my god. We'll see where if it restarts the level, I'm going to rewind and do that without replaying the entire mission. Okay, no, to be fair, they've checkpointed me. So Ika is a Star Wars suffix then, you with droidica and all that. Well, that's what I thought, yeah. Protodica. Is this... Should I actually be doing this, maybe? Like, you know, firing at it from a distance. And maybe it can't shoot so many missiles at me. It seems a bit stuck, actually. It doesn't really know what I'm doing. Oh god, okay, it's seeing me now. Oh! Wow! Wow! Just for the sake of speed.
Count Dooku.
Okay, when that thing starts shooting at you, it absolutely mullers you. So we hide. Does it eventually stop doing this attack? Oh my god, it's just destroyed the whole building. It's just like mercenaries. Oh god. I guess I just kind of keep moving. That might be. Oh, get some health. Find some health, quick. Oh, there's the missiles and health. Oh, okay, I needed that. Whew. Not easy. I'm not sure if I was if there was some sort of other tactic I should have been using there to not take so many hits, but I managed it.
It looks like they already found it, and there's still no sign of Skywalker.
I sense something wrong here. They knew we were coming. Why would Dooku reveal himself to Anakin unless he expected Anakin to follow him? I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh, he's got a bad feeling about this. Can I now be Anakin and fight Dooku? I don't think we'll be fighting anyone with a lightsaber in this game. I mean, you know, one-on-one lightsabers won't be happening. Might be able to fight some soldiers. Oh, CG Dooku.
Dooku. I'm gonna make you pay for what you've done.
Ah, young Skywalker. I sensed your presence near. You can be the first to test my new gift.
My powers have doubled since we last met, Count.
Curious what effect it will have on a Jedi.
Oh. Oh my god, that wasn't set to stun. He just shot him.
Throw him in the holding cell with the others.
Okay. They actually got Christopher Lee to come and voice the character in this game.
Where am I?
No, they didn't. They didn't.
You're in a holding cell with the rest of us, waiting to die. You're a Jedi, right? Wow. I hate to imagine what effect Dooku's Force Harvester is going to have on you.
Force
Harvester?
That's what Dooku was digging up on Raxus Prime?
Yep. It's some sort of ancient Sith artifact that absorbs the Force from living things. Dooku's using it as a power source. But for what? I have no idea.
How do you know so much about this?
I helped his mercenary Scion Prax find it.
You what?
Hey, girls gotta make a living. Besides, I had no idea one of the fringe benefits would be getting thrown in here and fed to the blasted thing.
She sounds a bit like the voice actor of Padme from the Star Wars Episode 1 game. It could be her, potentially.
The looks of it. Only thing down there is a small Wookiee colony and a whole lot of wildlife. It's remote enough for them to conduct their experiment without anyone noticing.
Until it's too late.
I think it probably is her, actually. It sounds very similar.
You won't be needing your lightsaber any longer.
No.
I sense much anger in you, Skywalker. Shame, really. Given time, I could have taught you how to use your hatred in ways you'd never imagined.
Give me my lightsaber, and I'll show you what I can imagine.
You should be honored.
You will be the first Jedi in 1,000 years to feel the effects of the Harvester. Your life force will be absorbed, along with everything else in this forest. And in the end, I will use that power to destroy the Republic that you fought so hard to defend. Sidon, activate the Harvester once I've taken off. When it has destroyed the forest, exterminate the remaining...
I didn't expect this. I didn't expect a sort of Force-based or, Jedi versus Sith kind of story plot line. I thought it would just be a lot of soldiers and battlefields and vehicles, which, alright, the gameplay is that, but... Oh my god, Jesus. But, this is interesting. It's very...
If you have any tricks up your sleeve, Jedi, now's the time to use them.
It's very, LucasArts. It's very pre-Disney takeover Star Wars video game. Oh, I'm... Okay. Dooku didn't think to...
Android has your lightsaber. Use your powers to get it.
Use your powers. Dooku didn't think to put me in a cell that could not be destroyed with a simple force push. Did he not expect this to happen? Maybe he did. Well, I've got legs again. This is legs. So, colour me happy, at least for now. Oh, I'm dead. I didn't move fast enough. Mission failed. You can get your force absorbed if you're not quick enough. Is Republic Commando any good, or whatever the Clone Wars game was that came out at this time? You're right, Millsderp, actually. That was another... I mean, it wasn't a movie tie-in, but yeah, that was a Clone Wars-based console game. We were saying earlier that there weren't any, based around the second movie, whereas, you could argue that that's almost as much of a tie-in as this was. And yeah, I thought it was a good game. It's very much an FPS. It's just a lot of going down corridors and shooting enemies, and it's not...
Aren't you Jedi supposed to be able to use the Force in times like this?
It's not super imaginative or anything, but
powers to get it. We can escape on those stacks over there, but we should try to free the others first.
Oh, free the others first. Okay.
Anakin, let's get out of here.
Here we go. I'll free the others. Wookiees.
We're gonna have to move fast if we want to avoid its effect.
Oh no, I tried to press the boost button to see if I could sprint with it, but no. Can I get out in time? I've got like 10 seconds. I'm probably gonna... Oh, I'm not any closer than... Oh no! Okay, all the Wookiees died as well. I'll try one more time. Let's just... Again, this is literally quicker than waiting for the loading screen.
Anakin, the command droid has your lightsaber. Use your powers to get it.
Right, let's leave the Wookiees to die.
Those stacks over there, but we should try to free the others first. Anakin, let's get out of here.
The Force is not a power. It's a power that the Jedi have to to lift rocks, make things float, whatever it is.
Follow me.
Oh, here we go. Stab, Beera and Beera. Oh my god. I like the speeder segments. Oh, they're fun. And I like the legs segments, the legments. That one didn't last very long at all. Literally has a 30-second time limit on it. Whoops. Oh dear. Can I catch up with her on top? Oh no. I'm getting force absorbed. Oh god. Well, mission failed, and it's 7 p.m. Now that was pod racing. You're absolutely right, Millsderp. But hey, you know what? I had a good time with that while it lasted. Don't know if I'm clamoring for more. Don't know if I really want to go back to that next week. But on the other hand, I am probably about halfway through, so maybe I might just decide on Monday next week whether I want to play the other half of it or not. I'll see just how much there actually is left to do, because if there's going to be more than 2 hours, you know, I don't want to either commit to a second stream that's going to overrun and I'm going to be playing that sort of into the evening, or I don't want to do 2 hours more of it and then find that we're like really close to the end and have to do a third stream where we play like half an hour of it in 2 weeks' time and then have to fill at the end. So we'll work it out. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed what you saw, and there we go. If you've ever been curious about that game, that's what it looks like. That's how it goes. I enjoyed a lot of what I did, but yeah, it has its moments and it has its lesser moments, unfortunately. But it was all right. It was quite good. How about an art stream soon, says Stephen. I was thinking, you know, we could be due an art stream at some point, so maybe do one of those eventually in the next few weeks. We'll see. I think that can be the canon ending, says Mildsthurp. Yeah, that was it. Unfortunately, the Force Harvester blew up Anakin's stap, and Dooku won the Clone Wars. He won the Star Wars. That was the end. Alright, lovely. Well, you enjoy the rest of your Mondays. Please go and have a good one for me. And I will see you live on Thursday for the joint stream, Blaze It. But until then, I hope you have a wonderful week. And you know what? Why don't you go tell someone that you love them right now? Maybe there's someone in the room with you at present who you can say that you love. Yeah? There's my advice for the day. Tell someone that you love them. If there's no one there in the room with you right now, in the house, in the apartment, in the office or the school or wherever you are, get on your phone and send someone a message. There you go. I'll wait. You do it now. Do it. Good. Yeah, thank you. I love you too. All right. Bye, everyone.